dealing with the study of African studies, Dr. Leonard Jeffries. Dr. Leonard Jeffries, of course, is from New York, and with Dr. Jeffries is Dr. Anderson Thompson. And of course, Dr. Jeffries and Dr. Thompson, let me welcome both of you to the show this morning.
Well, Dr. Haney, we certainly are, it's a pleasure to join your audience, especially to deal with the important topic of African world studies.
As a matter of fact, I think, Dr. Jeffries, you and Dr. Thompson are both members of the board of directors of a very, very important organization dealing with the study of Africa from a worldwide perspective. We're going to talk about that organization this morning and talk about some of the things that the two of you have been involved in. But before we do that, Dr. Jeffries, let's have you and later Dr. Thompson to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that were important in terms of leading you eventually to where you are this morning. And of course, if you'll take a few minutes in developing that, Dr. Thompson will give us the same kind of information, and then we'll be able to talk about the topic this morning, Africa World Studies.
Well, certainly, Dr. Haney, I have had a chance to travel around the world, but my beginnings are very, like everyone else, in the urban community of Newark, New Jersey. I was born. My folks are from, my mother's side is Virginia, Farmville, Virginia. My father's side is Kelly, Georgia, south of Atlanta, in the Monticello area. And I've been blessed to come from this very humble home, but to be given a sense of purpose and direction in my life. And so my studies were serious, and my mother and others directed me toward looking at the larger world. So I had a chance to travel. After I went to Lafayette College, I won a Rotary International Fellowship. That allowed me to travel to Europe, study in Switzerland, study in France. That opened up another world to me, a worldview. And shortly after that, I was able to come back and met a black minister who was from Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, the Reverend James H. Robinson, and he had a program called Operation Crossroads Africa, and that gave me a chance to travel to Africa in 1961. And ever since then, I've been able to travel around the world, been over 100 trips to Africa, South America, the Caribbean, and so African world